Hey, what's going on, Kings baseball players? This is Coach Keller. Today, I am going to teach you our rundown defense. Guys, in my opinion, having coached at high school, college, and semi-pro level, this is the one thing where the teams that have been able to master this rundown defense are the teams that win the most amount of games. This is a situation, guys, where the wheels can fall off the bus really, really fast. All right, so I've broken it down to 6 simple steps. This is a very complicated defense. This is a very complicated situation that a lot of even good teams mess up. But I'm going to simplify it, and I'm going to make a complicated process very, very simple for you, okay? 6 rules you got to follow, 6 rules you've got to learn, 6 rules that we've got to execute. And if you do this, we should be able to run this guy down in 2 throws or less. And like I said, the team that can execute the rundown defense is going to win the big games, okay? So the scenario, how I'm going to teach this to you guys is I'm going to do it through a situation or a scenario. This scenario, we've got a base runner at first. The first baseman has the baseball. So I don't care if it was a base hit to right field and our right fielder made a backdoor pick and we got this guy picked off. We've got this guy in a rundown. Rule number 1, you've got to get the ball ahead of the base runner. You've got to get the ball ahead of the base runner to the advancing base as soon as possible. Rule number 2, in order to do that, you have to create a throwing lane. So what we're going to do here, first baseman, you are going to take 1 to 2 feet toward the outfield outside the baseline and create a throwing lane that the second baseman, as he crashes, can receive. Now listen, rule number 3 is the second baseman must shorten the running lane. Base paths, the high school and college and pro level are 90 feet. Second baseman's going to cut that in third, and we're going to shave off about 30 feet down to about a 60-foot path. Listen, guys, this is where you're going to eliminate a lot of errors. A shorter throw is a more accurate throw. So what we're doing here, second baseman, by shortening the running lane, you're going to be able to get that. We're going to get the ball to him sooner, more accurately, and you're going to be able to turn around that base runner quicker. Now, as we turn around the base runner and run him back to first base, it's important. Rule number 4, you get 1 arm fake or 1 pump fake, second baseman. Okay, that's going to be used to either juke the base runner and either tag him or juke him and slow him down to gain some ground. You got 1 shot at that. Rule number 5, the receiver, which is the first baseman, you will call for the baseball when you want it. Typically, when he's about 10 or 15 feet from you, you're going to go ball. And when he says that, second baseman, you must throw the ball to the first baseman. Listen, you've got a throwing lane. You've got a 30 to 40-foot throw. This is not a complex situation. The teams that execute this the best typically get the out right back here at first base. Okay? Now, I'm going to share this with you guys. This is the key. As the first baseman has thrown the ball and given up the ball to the second baseman's running him back. The first baseman's also shortening the running lane. I'm going to show you in a diagram in a second how that looks, but I want you to understand this. This is important. See the shortstop here? The shortstop's coming in here to that shortened running lane to work himself into this situation, to this formula. As the second baseman throws the ball back to first base, the shortstop now fills in the event that we don't get the out here, and the first baseman has to turn the runner around and get rid of the ball ASAP. He's going to be getting rid of it to the shortstop. Guys, I'm going to show you how this is going to look. Okay, this is first base right here. This is second base right here. Second baseman has crashed. This line represents how he's cut the running lane in third down to about 50 feet. Okay? First baseman has the baseball. He's inside the first baseline. See that? It's the first, second baseline. He's created a throwing lane, and he's going to get rid of the baseball to the second baseman as soon as possible. Second baseman's also in that throwing lane. He's going to turn the runner around now and run him back. So second baseman now has the baseball. The runner has turned around, and now he's heading back. Look what our first baseman has done here. We've shortened the running lane even more. You get 1 pump fake. Going back to, what is that, rule number 4, second baseman, you get 1 pump fake. When the first baseman says ball, you throw the ball. We've got now a 30 to 40-foot running lane here, and our chances of getting this guy out right now just went up substantially. Now, in a non-ideal situation, You threw the ball back to the first baseman, second baseman, you threw it back too soon. First baseman, second baseman, you weren't able to execute it. Second baseman now works himself outside and back through. Look, going back to this slide, second baseman, you ran him back. First baseman called for the ball. Second baseman, you keep running and you go and get yourself in line here, okay? Second baseman's in line. First baseman now has the ball. He's got to get rid of the ball as fast as he can because we got to go back to, guys, what is this? Rule number 1, the idea is to get the ball ahead of the runner at all times. Shortstop has now worked himself into it. Guys, look at this. We've now cut the running lane in half to about 45 feet. Shortstop has the baseball. He's going to run the runner back. Second baseman has moved in. He's shortened the running lane even more at this particular situation. Second baseman is typically yelling for the ball after the shortstop makes about 3 or 4 strides in a sprint. He gets the ball. We put the tag on him. This is a non-ideal situation. The ideal situation is going back right here to the main screen where the first baseman gives up the baseball to the second baseman. Second baseman runs him back hard, gives him one arm fake, and then when the first baseman calls for the ball about 15 feet in front of the bag, he puts the tag on the runner, and we get an out. Listen, you guys, the team that executes the rundown defense the best is going to be able to win the big games. In order to win in Yakima, we got to win the big games. I need you to focus on this. I need you to learn this, and we got to be able to execute this come the spring. All right, go Knights.